please.
Okay, my name's Blessing Omo. I'm very happy for this opportunity because I was really waiting for this day. I want to speak concerning what is going on with little children living with Apostle Chibuzor Chinyere, the owner of Hope Mega Power Ministry.
Okay, so you have 10 minutes to summarize what you want to let the world know about him.
Okay, what happened is that I'm one of the nurses working in his hometown
Mm.
in Okwa East, in the free hospital there in Hanko.
Okay, so you were staff before.
Yes.
Okay, good.
So what happened is, and by the time I was called to come down to Port Harcourt, that I want to be sent to London to go and forward my work.
You got
So when I came,
further your education or work?
no, the profession, that is to go further.
Okay, okay. He called you.
Yeah, he called me.
Okay, okay.
So I was not close to the phone, but when I got this line, when I came down to Port Harcourt, I went to his place. So I'm going there. I met because each time I go there, based on maybe things going on in the hospital, trying to inform him, trying to let him know how the work is going. So the children always welcome me as auntie, as also on. So one very fine day, one has to welcome me, telling me that she has something to tell me, oh, auntie. I hope you will not be angry. I said, okay, what is it? He said, where she's living now, she has been raped. I said, what? How raped you? He now said, he's Apostle Chibuzor. They used to call him daddy. I said, what? I heard it. So for the fact that that was not why I went to his house. So having finished what I went for based on my papers and all that thing, I left. So I have to call him and said, I would like to see him before I'll go back to work. So he now said, okay, that when his chance, he will let me know. So on a very fine afternoon, the children were there with other workers. So I was opportune to see him. So on seeing him, he said, I said, there's a child that approached me here when I came to see you. He said, you raped him.
Are you
You
saying
raped her.
you told him this?
Yes.
Said this to him? Okay.
Yes. In his
What was
parlor.
his response?
He said, why is she talking like that? Is she the only one? I said, but you raped her. He said, but she's not the only one. But no, did you rape her? He said, but she's not the only one that it happened to one of the mother in the house there about where some few of them, but they were not talking. So why did she come to report? She's not the only one. So as I was talking,
how old is this child? By if you can go by
the child is I think that was it is that 13 or 14 out of them, either 13 or 14. So when we were talking one on one, some people were trying to come into his parlor, and I said, if this is true, which means it's like you are a very bad man and you need to be exposed. So immediately he now cut off the discussion. So when he called me. I think he called me later.
Hold on. You were discussing with him one on one.
Yes.
In his parlor.
Yes, his parlor.
Oh, okay.
So he had a phone call and people came in. So immediately the discussion now cut. So as he cut, we did not continue further because he was saying that she's not the very one, this, that. She was bringing statement on this, that. I said, if that's the case, that's very bad of you and you need to be exposed. He said, why is she talking like that? Is she the only one? So immediately someone came into the parlor. The discussion was a kind of, we cut off. We didn't continue again. So immediately that week, because I normally have 1 week in and 1 week out, I've gone back to the place. But before I go back, he called me and said he would like to see me in Lagos. That what I said is frightening him. It's giving him scared. He's scared. I said, he would like to see me in Lagos. But of a truth, I never take it as something because I never should do any Lagos trip with him for any day. So I have to go back. I have to go back to Hanko, which is Abia State, where I'm working. So let me say 2 weeks later, I was called. He called me on the line on a afternoon hour like this, after work. So I was called and he said, do I still remember that I'm going to Lagos with him? I say, yes, it's true. You make mention of going to Lagos, but I never take it serious. I never take it like anything because I don't have any plan of going to Lagos with you and so on. He said, no, it's serious. So I said, I don't know. I've just taken it off from my heart. I wave it off. You know, I said, okay, he'll call me back. I continue with my duty. After a week again, he still called and said how prepared I am, that he's very serious. That I remember what I told him in his parlor, that that thing make him scared, that he's so scared, that he wants to open up some things for me, that the Lagos is very important. I should try and come to Lagos. And I said, if I should go to Lagos, what will I tell my people? I'm on duty. He said, I should not worry, that I'm not the one to pay the transport, and he's the one to pay the transport. I said, of a truth, I have not made up my mind going to Lagos. Because after all, I didn't have the cash. He said, I should not bother. The cash is not the problem. He's want to pay the transport. I need to come to Lagos. That is, he want to open up, but he's scared with the statement I made. I said, okay, fine. So on my off day, when I was going back to Lagos, my phone rang immediately when I entered the bus. When I picked the phone up, it was him. He said he has sent me transport to come to Lagos.
How much?
Because 50,000.
50,000.
Yes.
So if you print your statement of account, can we see that 50,000?
I will check because I normally delete something. I will check.
If we go to bank, can we see that same day he sent the money? Will he can bank if you print your statement?
Yes. It will reflect in my account.
Good. That's what I'm asking. Okay, go ahead.
Yes. So I was not prepared, and of a truth, my mind does not move me because what am I going to do? I don't have any business in Lagos.
Finally, did you go to the Lagos or not?
Yes, I finally went to Lagos.
Okay, what happened?
Okay, I'm going to Lagos. We talk. So when we were talking,
so you got to Lagos to meet him?
Yes, I went to Lagos to meet him. I'm going to Lagos. He took me to a hotel.
Hotel.
And I said, oh, the Lagos you brought me, is it a hotel? He said, I should not be angry that he has so many houses in Lagos, but he doesn't want to take me to Lagos, to the house. That in the house he has a Lagos, there's someone that is occupying the house, that he has a family in the house. I said, but I can't imagine you bringing me to hotel. I don't understand. Is it a hotel agreement? Do I agree anything bargain with you on going to hotel? Do I agree anything like that? He said, no, I shouldn't take it that way. I said, okay, what was my aim of coming to Lagos? Let me hear from you. He now said the reason is that I made statement in his house that he's scared, he's frightened of a truth. He has been a depressed man, but his member was seeing him lavishing money, doing this, doing that, helping people, but they don't know that inside him that he's dying. I said, meaning what? He said the reason is that I confronted him on behalf of a child that reported to me that the child was raped. He said, yes, it's of a truth that she's not the only one.
He that told from this.
Yes. But for the sorry?
Okay, listen. Whatever you're saying here, if it's a lie, I'm going to use it against you. Okay?
No. Of all is truth, no one is lie.
Okay, good. I just want to caution you, but go ahead.
Yes, no one is lie. So he now said that the child is not the only one that he has done such thing in the house. That he has raped from 9 years upward. I said, what?
Oh my God.
From 9 years upward in the house. He says some have aborted pregnancy for him, the ones he wants. Some have given birth to him. Some are still carrying pregnancies. I said, what? Is it what you're doing as a man of God? He said, yes. That he has to go into this because of what? The wife did not give him 2 or 3 child. And the wife gave him only 1 child. That the daughter he has, Princess, is not the only child he has. That he has children in 58 countries in this world. I said, what? Hold
on. Why is he telling you this? Why did he confide in you to tell you this?
Yes, because I told him that this type of thing you're doing is very bad, that you need to be exposed. So he was scared of that statement. That was why he had to bring it down. He said, why he's telling me is that he doesn't want me to go out and tell people for what that child told me. He has to open it up so that I can see where to help him. I said, and what am I going to help you? He said, he seemed like a kind someone that can be able to help him and put him through. I said, but I shouldn't be the one. Your wife is there. Your sister is there. Your church member is there. He said, no, I should forget about church member. That church member does not know what he's doing. I said, okay, in this case, what do we do for you to stop to rape these children? Because personally, I would advise you, go back to your wife. She is your wife. You married her. She's not the one that married you. Bring back her and tell her things you want so I can stop this thing, because you are destroying souls. You are destroying children. He said, the wife is not in good time with him. I said, okay, who is going to do this for you? Okay, meet your sisters. You have sisters. He said, no, he can't expose himself to his sisters. What do? We talk and talk and talk and talk. He said, okay, the reason why he brought me to Lagos was that both of us to put it together. I should agree. I should agree to give him 2 sons. That if I give him 2 sons, what?
He asked you to have a baby for him.
Yes. I give him.
Go ahead.
I should give him 2 sons. I should give him twins. I should make sure I give birth to twins. That his smart is telling him that I'll be the one that will console him. I'll bring him back from depression. I said, what? Is that why you called me back? Because you're going to a different way. He said, no. He sees that I'll be the one to help him. That I should not reject the offer. That of a truth, he has people that are giving birth to him in many countries. Some are pregnant for him today in many places. He named Turkey, he named Canada, he named Poland, he named Dubai, he named places, a lot of places. Lagos, Abuja, places. I said, what? Only? He said, yes. He has to go to this extra mile because of what? The wife did not give him a male child, and he gave him only 1 child. I said, okay, in this case, I won't be the one to do that work. He said I should accept it, because even the ones that gave birth to him, that he normally buy a house for them in the name of the child and buy them a car. I said, how can that man do such a thing? A young, vibrant girl like me. So I'll go and marry car and marry wife. He said, no, that even this one that gave birth to him, that normally each time he traveled to, even the one he sent in Turkey, he will go to your hotel and call them, they will come and see him in your hotel. He will go to places, each time he lodge in the hotel to see them. That he can always come to the hotel and call me. I'll come there and see him. And I said, okay, what about the one that has children with you? He said the same thing. That even the ones he still want to meet, he still call them and see them in the hotel and go back. I said, what? Is it what you've been doing? Yes.
What happened finally?
Okay, finally, we talk and talk and talk and talk of a truth that night. He did not allow me to sleep. And I said, okay, in this case, I'm going downstairs to go and inform some people that I'm up here downstairs. I'm up here upstairs. If you trouble me one more, I'll go down there, because he never allowed me. He said I must have sex with him.
He said you must have.
I must have sex with him. That's the only way you can see what he's doing.
You guys were in the same room or the same hotel or something?
The same room, although it was a big room. And that's okay. Since the room is big, I'm going to divide myself in a different place. Or let me go down to neighborhood and ask them to come up here. In case anything happened to me, they will know where I'm staying. Since I will not have money to go and pay a different room for myself. Because actually, this is not why I came down to Lagos for. You are coming to a different mood and a different pattern. So that's how we struggle and struggle, and he finally has sex with me in Lagos there.
He had sex with you in the hotel?
Yes, in Lagos.
So did he force you or just come to his plea?
Sorry?
Did he force you or you just accepted his plea?
No, it was not something you just come. He was like, this thing, he cannot. Dragging me to my clothes. Hearing what I'm saying. I've told you, this cannot just go like that. You have to this. I said, but that was not what I came down for. I came for a different thing. We come to see how you can stop these children. Stop raping these children. They are still tender. You're killing them. You are destroying them.
And he ended up sleeping with you.
Yeah, that was what happened.
Okay.
I came back to Port Harcourt. Okay, I came back to Port Harcourt. He called me. That was a week because I didn't go to work that very week. I took permission. I came back to Port Harcourt. I think that very week he called me to his house. So when he called me, he now said, I should go for test. He wants to make sure I took pregnancy for him. But before that time, immediately I came back, I already taken some antibiotics for myself and so on, because I never bargained for such thing with him in any angle. So when he was bargaining on the test, he now gave me some, he gave me that money in Lagos. So he was assuring me that I should not worry, that
He gave you some money. Like, how much did he give you?
he gave me money in Lagos, because that money he gave me, I asked him a question. I don't know why he gave me
How
some.
much
It's
did he give you?
200,000 naira he gave me.
200,000. Was it cash or through bank transfer?
It was cash. He gave me 200,000 naira cash.
Okay.
So I didn't understand such money. I said, why are you giving me the money? He said I should just take it. I don't understand why he gave me the money. So when I came back, he now called me again to his house. But before then, I'm really going to take some antibiotics for myself, because I don't know what next will happen. So we're discussing, we're about to go back. He now said, since we have started a relationship, I said, no, you and I did not agree on any relationship. Look at me. I am old enough to get my own husband and marry and live my life that will please God. He now said, okay, if it is husband that is a kid, that one is not a problem. That I should just accept that I'm going to carry pregnancy for him. I should just accept it, that I'm going to carry pregnancy for him. And now, what do I need? I said, need what? Okay, I should bring down my mind that even if I carry pregnancy for him, that he will not marry me and put in his house, because there will be they will suspect him and so on. That even other people that had children for him, they're not staying with him. He kept them elsewhere where he normally visited them. That he has one of his brother, of a truth, one of his brother in the village there where I was working was always telling me that he needs a wife, although he has not approached me to say, look, I want to marry you. So he now said, can I remember the brother I told him about? I said, yes. He said I should carry a pregnancy for him and go and marry the brother, that he will pay the diary.
His brother, who is his brother?
One of his name is Nna. He's a family brother. His name is Nna.
Nna, okay.
Nna. They used to call him Nna.
Okay.
I should carry pregnancy and go and meet Nna, that Nna will not know that he is the owner of the pregnancy. And if I give birth to the child will be his own. That the day I want to give birth, he will do everything, both baby clothes, hospital bill, he will do everything that he will not know. But the child is on. That is how he has been doing to every other girls that doesn't want to carry pregnancy for him, because he needed the child. And I say, what? This is very bad of you. He said, nothing bad on it. That he will pay everything I need. If it means in wedding, that he can even wed me with the man. But the child is going to be his own. That he has done it several and several and several. Not once, not twice. I said, He said, it's not bad. That even those that even get married outside, they will not even achieve what I will achieve. That he will buy me a car, he will do this, he will even make the man happy that I can live with him. But I should not forget that the child is own, that he can always call me at any time, maybe if you want to have a second child. I said, you're going far. I can't do such a thing. He said, I should just accept it, that he will do it. I said, I can't accept such a thing. He was dragging me again inside his parlor. I said, I can't do such a thing.
Inside his sitting room? In Port Harcourt?
Yes, in Port Harcourt.
Do what? To do what?
He was dragging me again inside his parlor there in Port Harcourt. And I must have sex with him. I said, no.
Oh my God.
I offended God. I have not finished crying to God. I have been staying for many years. I don't meet men despite my condition. Is it true that I will come and start practicing fornication aspects or sex activities or sex relationship? No. He said I must do it. I said, no, it won't work. We started dragging ourselves again. Do you know, in that process of dragging ourselves with sex, to have sex with me, the camera in his house captured me.
He has sex with you in his parlor?
Yes.
Is it the parlor he called Golden Parlor?
Yes, that is called Golden Parlor.
And the camera captured the sex. How do you know
Yeah.
the camera captured the sex?
That's what he said, because he called me immediately and said, if anybody has called me. I said, no, nobody has called me. And I said, okay, what's the problem? He said he saw the whole thing in the camera room, because all the camera that has the room where everything that's been done in his Golden Parlor is being played. He said immediately he left there, he saw it playing there, and he had to walk the guy out and remove the computer, the laptop they were using. Okay, in this case now, what do we do? He said he's going to destroy the video. I said, okay, fine, you better do that. Let me go and cry my sin to God because I've offended God. But nevertheless, you face the punishment. He now promised that he will destroy the video. So the video took us so much long time. He refused to destroy the video. Of the truth, I'm talking to you. Since that time he took that video till now, I've not gotten myself. Even when I left his church, to where I can discover God, to pray out my sinful life, to pray out my tears, I have not gotten myself. I have gone to hospital. I've taken treatment. I've not gotten myself. I've even gone to places to go and report his case. Each time I go to there, they will tell me he's a man of God. He can't do such thing. So it didn't become a problem until I could not bear it.
Have you reported to this case?
Yes, I went to one police station at Choba to report. They said I should not try it anywhere. That is a man of God. He cannot do such thing.
So if you go to Chuba police station, ask them, they will tell us you have reported this case before.
Yes. What happened is that the thing did not enter into recording by taking statement. Which I won't lie to you. But it was just, what is the problem? I said, I want to report Apostle Chibuzor give Chinyere. They say, what? Why will I say such thing? He's a man of God. He can never do anything offending. I said, can you hear from me? He said, I should not even say anything like that.
Okay. Who else do you report to?
I now went again. The one I went again was Chief Matt.
Chief Matt.
Yes, I went to Chief Matt. Chief Matt is the divine, they call him the president of the divine distributor in that church.
Okay.
Yes.
A member of his church?
Yes, member of his church. He's one of the big members there.
Oh, okay.
So I went there and I report. When I met him that day, I said, excuse me, sir.
Hold on.
So
hold on. You met him one-on-one?
Yes, I met him one-on-one.
Where?
In the church. Yeah. So he took me to their church office upstairs.
Okay.
So I have to explain everything to him. The man was so in tears of a truth. He was in tears that he never believed he had done.
So if you call him and ask him this, he will
if only he would say the truth. If only he would fear God and say the truth.
Okay, you have 5 minutes to round up. Go ahead.
Okay. So Chief Matt said he's going to meet him to destroy the video. He even blamed me. I said, yes, I've seen where I've offended God, not even a man. I've sinned against myself and God. But what I want is, I want him to destroy that video. So Chief Matt said he's going to meet him one-on-one. Now, after meeting, whether he met him or not, he just called me and said, I should come to his office, that he has met him. I said, sir, did you go with him to his room to go and check if I destroyed the video? He said he just called him that he said he had destroyed. I said, no, sir, that man has not destroyed that video, because he called me some executive time and said, if I ever open my mouth with that video, that's going to scandalize me with the video, that he will post it everywhere.
If you go out and said what he has been doing,
yes, that he will scandalize me, even threat me. I even showed Chima the threat. Chima said I should not bother, that he cannot do anything.
You say you showed the man threats, like how?
Yes, I threatened him. He now sent on my WhatsApp, but that WhatsApp phone is not yet, because I went to kind of do what you call a kind of backup. I went for backup. So this message were not backup. So the people that backup, they now remove everything. Now I don't have any evidence, but I know what happened that time. I showed Chief Matt. Chief Matt said, okay, he has seen it. That thing can never happen. So Chief Matt now called him and said he has destroyed the video. I said, no, he has not. Let him bring the video, whatever it is, and destroy it in my presence. Okay. So after that incident,
no problem. There's some messages he sent to me, some voice notes between you and Chibuzor. I can't call him apostle because he's not worth to be called apostle. I got some messages sent to me, voice record.
Yes.
And I listened to the part about the video issue and all that.
Yes.
So you said after he slept with you that he said you used to be a very beautiful lady. After he slept with you, for some time now, you start losing weight.
Losing weight too much. I've gone to places.
You have been sick, and you turn into something else. You don't understand yourself again. Can you tell me more about that?
And I've been telling him about that video. This is someone, I don't know where he's putting his hand, where he has taken that video to. I don't know. Because you see him, he does not operate only in physical, he operates physical and spiritual, which people will not understand.
Okay, so can you tell me more about that health aspect? Like you said, since you slept with him, you have not been yourself, you have changed totally. Can you tell me? I've changed
totally. I'm talking to you now. I'm not really happy, because in as long as I'm concerned, he has to go and tell me where he took me to, where he took that video to. Because I don't know where he's taking that video to. That thing has been, I don't know. I'm not putting my mind there, but the way I'm seeing myself, I'm not really happy. Like something is happening inside, outside my knowledge.
Do you have a picture of you before you slept with him? So
yes, I have.
See how you look like?
I have.
Is there how you can show us on camera? Is it possible?
Okay.
So the world can see how beautiful you were before he slept with you and what is happening right now. So they can be able to appreciate the story. If you don't have it, don't worry, but I'm asking.
Let me bring it out.
Okay, whatever I cannot do, just, I mean, like, we're just trying to establish a fact here, you know.
Okay.
If I'm not forcing you to do whatever I don't want to do, right? But, you know, this is a kind of, oh, I see. I see. Okay, okay. Oh, you were so beautiful before. I see. Okay, so right now, what do you want the world to do for you, or what do you want?
What I want the world to do for me now is Chibuzor has to confess and tell the whole world what he has been doing, and also tell the world where he took that video to. That video has to come out. He has to bring that video wherever he kept it. Wherever he has taken it to, he's going to bring it out.
Is it video you're after, or you're after your health? Which one?
Yes, he will bring out the video and also will tell me what he has done to my health, because my health is not the way it was. I'm not a maybe a advanced woman. I'm a young person, but all of a twinkle of an eye, I just start depreciating. And I want this matter to go viral. To go viral. Let him be able to tell the world what he did to me, because my health is important. My health is important.
Okay.